It all began with a stone, or, so the legend says. In ages past, a sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful, banished the darkness. Its many-colored light filled the world with life and brought forth mighty gods. Bathed in that light, the world entered an age of bliss, until, after a time, the gods fell into a slumber. That world was called Vana'diel. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we'll be discussing the world of Vana'diel and answering the question, what is Vana'diel? Vana'diel is the world in which Final Fantasy XI is set and has a long and varied history. Vana'diel is broken up into regions across various land masses. These locations are inhabited by various people, cities, and creatures. Vana'diel is broken into 4 major continents, which are Kuwan, Middartia, Aradija, and Yolbuka. Kuwan is the largest continent of Vana'diel. Climates vary from the frigid cold of the northern glaciers to the sweltering heat of the southern deserts. This land has an abundance of plant and animal life, and a large variety of mammals make Kuwan their home. The Kuwan continent is populated by the Hume, Elvan, and Galka races at a ratio of 6 to 3 to 1. The main nations are the Elvan Kingdom of Sandoria, situated in the central northern forest belt. The southern Hume Republic of Bastok, or Bastuk, surrounded by mountains and deserts. And the Hume-governed Duchy of Juno, built upon the bridge that connects Kuwan to the continent of Middartia. The staple food of Sandoria is wheat, while Bastok relies on harvesting rye and potatoes. Many regions also herd giant sheep as livestock. The advance troops of the Orcish Empire to the north and the stronghold of the Quadov in the swamplands to the east compromise the 2 main beastmen powers on the continent. Kuzats is a large desert island to the southwest of the Kuwan continent, once home to the Galka. Their early civilization was overrun and destroyed by Antikins some 600 years ago, forcing Galka to leave in search of a new home, leaving behind a sprawling network of beneath-the-desert chambers and connecting caves. Many adventurers search this continent to find artifacts from the lost Galkan city. The only bastion of the enlightened races here is the oasis of Rabau, a small trading outpost. Middartia is a continent situated to the east of Kuwan, with the exception of Saruta Baruta in the south and Li Talor in the northeast. Middartia is mainly composed of dry, rocky badlands. The vegetation here has adapted to suit the arid conditions, and animal life is dominated by reptile and insect species. The main race of people are the Taru Taru and the Mithra, at a ratio of roughly 8 to 2. The Federation of Windurst is the homeland of the Taru Taru and features the magical city of Windurst and the port town of Mahura as its centers of civilization. Corn and potatoes are the staple food source of Windurst, with Damals and Rahabs kept as livestock. The beastmen presence takes the form of the Yagudo Dio military, a race of militarized, idol-worshipping bird beastmen that maintain a fort in West Saruda and a large encampment at their stronghold in Castle Ostroja, near the border of Aragunu and Litalor. The Yagudo maintain a pretense of friendly relations with Winders, having suffered setbacks during the Crystal War. El Shimo is a large island situated southeast of the Mindartia continent. It is a tropical island possessing a mostly Mithrin population due to its proximity to the Mithrin homeland further south. Here can be found Kazam and Norg, two relatively minor cities, as well as the remnants of the Kulu's temple of Uglapa, destroyed 1,000 years ago. Aradija is home to the majestic Otrergan Empire, which until recently denied all access to anyone from outside its borders. Currently, inhabitants of the Middle Lands are unable to explore the whole of this continent due to the war raging between the Empire of Otrergan and the Far Eastern Empires. Vana'diel is also known as Urgum to the people of Otrergan. The west side of Aradija that may be explored by adventurers is frequently referred to as the Near East to distinguish the two sides. Aradija itself possesses a mostly warm and humid climate, unlike the Middle Lands, which sees radical divides due to home cities. Aradija has an equal mix of 5 races all over the continent. A continent lying to the far west of the Kuan continent, separated by the Sea of Zalfmulg, besides the island nation of Adolan. Until recently, the continent has been a vast wilderness, unexplored for hundreds of years. With the release of Seekers of Adolan, pioneers have finally been set free on the wilderness and have begun to colonize the areas of eastern Yulbuka. The fierce wilds of western Yulbuka remain untouched, however. In the next video, we will start going into the major cities of Vana'diel, so please stay tuned for that. Comment down below if any of this information was new to you or what your favorite part of Vana'diel is. Like the video and subscribe if you want to see more and stay up to date on this series covering Final Fantasy XI and the world of Vana'diel.